answers, let me organize my mind. I've been living like a playlist on repeat for everyone. Always bro, you say my name, never asking how you done. Now it's only me and leather, just this ashtray and this wheel, just this gravel scratchy diary that I barely let me feel. Hoodie bunched up on my shoulders, brim pulled down to dim the shame. Tattoos wrapped around the steering like footnotes on every name. Ash drift out the cracked up window, then dissolve in purple smoke. Every flake of yeah, I'm straight, that I said instead of broke. And this exit got no number, just a patch of quite a road, where the questions dry behind me and my chest can slow the load, where the only how you doing coming through the speakers is from the voice inside I mute when I'm performing happiness. Highway exit for my feelings, 420 in my chest, one low voice on mellow loops, giving honesty a test. Blues guitar and soft revealing fears I've been concealing. If my words shake when I say I'm not alright, that's feelings peeling. I don't need a destination, don't need any grand revealings, just a smoky piece of asphalt as a highway exit for my feelings. I remember every season I was, you could count on me. Turn my phone into a lifeline, turn my heart to EMT. Sat in parking lots, so sunrise talking people off the ledge, then drove home with shaky fingers, no one talking to my edge. Now the only siren blaring is the check engine inside. All the later, I'll take care of you, collected, amplified. I can hear the little boy voice saying, yo, I'm scared of life. I can hear the tired grown man mumble, yeah, me too, you right. When I whisper, I feel jealous of how simple they all seem. Let it slip behind the snare like I just jumped a broken beam. If I add a crooked chuckle, guess I'm petty, never mind. That's a shame that keeps my truth on do not call and left behind. But the night don't change the subject, it just hold me in this bend. And the guardrail doesn't flinch when I confess what I pretend. So I park beneath this overpass and let the motor barely hum. Let the silence be the therapist these verses need. If how we exit for my feelings, 420 in my chest, one low voice on mellow loops, giving honesty a test. Blues guitar and soft revealing fears I've been concealing. If my words shake when I say I'm not alright, that's feelings peeling. I don't need a destination, don't need any grand revealing, just a smoky piece of asphalt as a highway exit for my feet. Maybe strength ain't in the throttle, maybe strength is in the brake. In the moment you say hold up, I'm the one who's about to break. Maybe brave is not I got you, maybe brave is I need help. Maybe love is equal measure, not me emptying myself. So I send myself a message on the fogged up windshield glass. From now on you get a vote before you promise what you'll pass. You can say I'm not available, can say today I'm weak. You can ask for steady hands when it's your turn, feel bleak. If I deserve the kind of care I always give, it's off the beat. That's cause me and self and passion never really used to meet. If a tear run down the panel, blur the mileage in the dash, that's just time saying you earned this little detour from the crash. By the time the roach is tiny and the gas light glowing faint, I've been driving through the portraits of the times I played the saint. Seen the halos I imagined, seen the burnout in my skin, seen the nights I almost vanished just so they could all still win. I can't change those older chapters, can't resist what's already read, but I can rewrite the ending where I'm left alive instead, where the hero leaves the movie with a pulse and place to heal, where the credits roll on someone who can say what's real they feel. When I murmur, I'll come back here when I start to drown again. Let it hover on the bass like a reminder, not if when. If my chest feel weirdly lighter as I merge back to the main, that's the weight I drop, I take in this small exit off the strain. Highway exit for my feelings, 420 in my chest, one low voice on mellow loops, giving honesty a test. Blues guitar and soft revealing fears I've been concealing. If my words shake when I say I'll choose me too, that's wounds and sealing. I don't need a destination, don't need any grand revealing, just a smoky piece of asphalt as a highway exit for my feelings. Signal on back to the freeway where the deadlines start to press, but that low and gravel chorus right along beneath the stress. If they ask me when I learn my heart deserves its own address, I'll say one slow 429 taken.
Turn the city down, turn the cluster up. like breathing lessons I've been needing since last June. Purple skyline wrapped around me, mountain shadow guard the lane. Lo-fi hats and muted chatter, let me talk without a frame. I've been drowning under feedback, every comment like a chord, trying to tune my whole existence to the volume of the board. Now it's just this little cockpit in a joint that's burning slow. Just this gravel sounding conscience, spilling truths I rarely show. Hoodie sleeves around my knuckles, steering warm from all the miles. Tattoo ink and neon flashes like a slideshow of my trials. Asphalt soft beside the shifter like confessions taking seed. Every flake of time I swallow what I wanted just to please. And the dash be looking holy, all this purple, all this glow, like a low budget cathedral where my feelings get to grow. No more audience reactions, no more metrics on the side, just the odometer and heart rate trying finally to align. Alone with the instrument panel, 420 in my lungs. One raw voice on sleepy loops, turning pressure into tongues. Blues guitar like flannel shelter, truth will lose a tether. If my words shake when I say I'm lost, that's cluster holding weather. I don't need a grand piano or a booth with perfect channel, just a Smoky late night Lambo sitting alone with the instrument panel. Down with the instrument panel. I remember studio sessions where I lied into the mic, talking money, talking power, talking I don't care who like. Meanwhile rent was past the due date, mental health was in the red, but it fit the type of story they were used to being fed. Now the only A&R here is the honesty I owe. Only label that I'm signed to is the promise I'll be slow. Slow to doubt my intuition, slow to sell my soul for views. Quick to notice when my energy is dropping past its fuse. When I whisper I'm still empty even when the crowd is loud. Let it drift behind the snare like vapor leaving from a cloud. If I add a shaky crazy right to soften what it means, that's the part of me still scared of taking stage without routines. But the speedo doesn't flinch, it only listens as I speak. And the fuel gauge doesn't judge how many times I felt this week. So I let the bar land crooked, let the line not fully rhyme, let the truth come out imperfect like it always did in time. Alone with the instrument panel, 420 in my lungs. One raw voice on sleepy loops, turning pressure into tongues. Blues guitar like flannel shelter, truth will lose a tether. If my words shake when I say I'm lost, that's cluster holding weather. I don't need a grand piano or a booth with perfect channel, just a Smoky late night Lambo sitting alone with the instrument panel. Maybe art is what you say when there is nobody to clap. Maybe therapy's the verse you never planned to ever rap, when the only ad-lib echo is the blinking of a light, telling you to check your systems while you cruise through purple nights. So I name the parts I'm hiding on the digital display. Here's my fear of being average, here's my grief I keep at bay. Here's the guilt for being human, here's the rage at who I've been. Here's the love I never voiced cause I was scared it locked me in. If I'm worthy when I'm quiet, lands off beat against the kick. That's the rhythm of a heart that doesn't trust its own music. If a tail ends on the plastic and refracts the dashboard blue, that's the lens I'm seeing life through, finally starting to renew. By the time the blunt is embers and the city's mostly haze, I've been driving past my highlight reel into the unseen days. Watch the flop nights, watch the cancel, watch the friendships that went ghost. Watch the times I chose a stranger over being my own host. I can't edit out those choices, can't delete the scenes that sting, but I can stay in this small movie long enough to change the ring, change the sound that plays inside me when I think about my name. From a guitar harsh distortion to a low but steady flame. When I murmur I'm allowed to take up space and not perform. Let it glide along the baseline like a car in summer storm. If my shoulders drop a little and my jaw forgets to clamp, that's the tension leaving slowly in this neon guarded camp. Alone with the instrument panel, 420 in my lungs. One raw voice on sleepy loops, turning pressure into tongues. Blues guitar like flannel shelter, truth would lose a tether. If my words shake when I say I'll stay, that's cluster holding weather. I don't need a grand piano or a booth with perfect channel, just a Smoky late night Lambo sitting alone with the instrument panel. Alone with the instrument panel. Turn the key back toward the chaos where the world keeps score again. But that low and Smoky chorus right inside me like a friend. If they ask me how I learn my worth, ain't tied to any handle, I'll say talk to me in.
confession, smoke letters to the sky. We ribbon like a sentence that my mouth was scared to try. Purple haze above the glass, city sparkle on the feet. Lo-fi drums like second heartbeats, keep my secrets in the beat. I've been talking in emojis, dropping hints and throw away, turning deep shit into captions so my pain look cute to play. Now it's only me and mileage, just these gauges, just this heat, just this gravel texture, gospel pouring honest on repeat. Hands relaxed around the wheel, hoodie wrinkled on my chest, tattoo ink catch neon gleam like a highlighter on stress. As float up through open roof, then dissolve in violet night. Every flake of now I'm good, bro, that I lie without a spite. And the sky don't send a screenshot, don't repost the words I say. It just swallow every whisper like it's built to hold my freight. All the stuff I never journaled, all the prayers I never voiced, climbing curls with slow combustion to a heaven I ain't poised.
Moonroof confessions, 420 in my chest. One rough voice on quiet loop, letting secrets get some rest. Lose guitar and soft procession, guilt and decompression. If my words shake when I say I'm scared, that's moonroof air confession. I don't need a perfect language, don't need answers to each question. Just a smoky purple night to run these moon, we born confess. I remember talking tough like I don't catch no feelings, nah. Every crush a private playlist, every hurt a hidden scar. Told myself if I stay distant they can't weaponize my wounds, but that distance felt like prison more than armor in the room. Now the smoke rise like disclosure, I can't step back in my lungs. All the names I almost said out loud but swallowed on my tongue. All the nights I almost texted, yo, I'm not okay, you free. Then delete it, turn to memes again, play therapist for free. When I whisper I feel needy and I hate that part of me. Let it land behind the snare like a beat that missed a key. If I add a nervous chuckle saying crazy, right my bad. That's the voice that always shrink me when my truth start looking sad. But the moon don't roll its eyes, it just sit there big and pale, hearing every contradiction like an old familiar tale. And the mountains ain't embarrassed by the cracks along their face, they just show me how to own it, how to stand in busted grace. Moonroof confessions, 420 in my chest. One rough voice on quiet loop, letting secrets get some rest. Blue guitar and soft procession, guilt and decompression. If my words shake when I say I'm scared, that's moonroof air confession. I don't need a perfect language, don't need answers to each question. Just a smoky purple night to run these moonroof born confession. Maybe honesty's a habit, not a lightning in one hit. Maybe trust is little sentences you don't delete or quit. Maybe healing's in the clumsy, in the and in the breaks, not the flawless tear talk version that your ego always makes. So I send another message up in clouds above the glass. Teach me how to say I love you without thinking about who passed. Teach me how to say I need you without flinching from the word. Teach me how to stay when feelings start to sound a bit absurd. If I wanna be remembered for the ways I showed up real, drop some measure out of pocket like my timing missed the deal. That's cause all my best performances were practiced, never raw. This the first time that my script ain't got a punchline in the law. By the time the blunt is roaching, rooftop lights begin to blur. I confess to empty cosmos more than friends have ever heard. Told the night about my failures, told the glass about my shame, told the steering about the childhood that still tremble when they blame. I can't promise I'll be open every room from now on, but I know I got a channel where my truth can travel strong. Anytime the day feel heavy, anytime my chest compressed, I can drive into the dark and let the moonroof take the rest. When I murmur I deserve a love that sees the side of me, let it hover on the baseline like a hope I really free. If my eyes get bright with water while the town goes slightly dim, that's the sky rewriting stories that once ended sink or swim. Moonroof confession, 420 in my chest. One rough voice on quiet loop, letting secrets get some rest. Blue guitar and soft procession, guilt and decompression. If my words shake when I say I'll try, that's moonroof air confession. I don't need a perfect language, don't need answers to each question. Just a smoky purple night to run these movie-born confessions. Kill the engine, close the roof, let the cold stay where it is. But that low and hazy chorus keep on playing in my ribs. If they ask me when my truth stopped living only in my text, I'll say one slow 420 drive with the moon above my chest.
Turn the music low. Let the silence light up.
Neon silence in my chest, hold ash glowing like a shrine. Every gauge a little candle trying to keep me in the line. Purple city in the distance like a dream I almost missed. Lo-fi hats and quiet patterns match the tremor in my wrists. I've been feeling every moment with a noise I call distraction. Checking feeds, responding fast, treating stillness like infraction. Now I'm riding with the volume, just a whisper in the back. Just this gravel texture, conscience floating over simple track. Hoodie sleeves around my hands like I'm holding on to me. Tattoo ink along my veins like I wrote my history. Ash flow lazy in the cabin, then they fade in dashboard glow. Every fleck a little habit I'm releasing as I go. And I swear this quiet hum got more color than the noise. Every second feels like space I never gave to little boys that I used to be, still trapped inside a mind that never rests. Tonight they get front row to neon silence in my chest. Neon silence in my chest, 420 in my lungs. One low voice on faded chords, turning panic into tongues. Blues guitar and soft caress, thoughts that acquiesce. If my words shake when I say I'm scared, the silence doing bless. I don't need the bass to thunder or my story to impress. Just a smoky violet cockpit and this neon in my chest. I remember every playlist I abused like Novocaine. Turned the volume up to drown out every flash of inner pain. Screamed along to every chorus just so I could feel it small. Never heard the parts of lyrics that were talking about my wall. Now the beat is barely knocking, just a backbone for my breath. Every rest between the notes feel like proof I cheat on death. Every second that I don't feel with a scroll or with a joke is a second that my spirit doesn't feel like it's a hoax. When I whisper I feel empty and it scares me more than rage. Let it fall behind the snare like a line and miss the page. If I follow with a damn, that sound dramatic and a grin. That's defense attorney brain, still afraid of losing skin. But the cabin loaded gently, no objections from the seats. Only answer is the low hum of the tires kissing streets. So I let the phrase hang awkward, let it echo off the glass. Let the neon on the cluster turn my fear to color mad. Neon silence in my chest, 420 in my lungs. One low voice on faded chords, turning panic into tongues. Blues guitar and soft caress, thoughts that acquiesce. If my words shake when I say I'm scared, the silence doing bless. I don't need the bass to thunder or my story to impress. Just a smoky violet cockpit and this neon in my chest. Maybe quiet is a language that I never learned in full. Always skipped the meditation, filled the pauses, played the fool. Maybe healing is a playlist where the loudest instrument is the sound of my own heartbeat I've been scared to represent. So I count the beats between breaths like they're bars on open mic. Here's the space where you can say things with I wonder who will like. Here's the space it doesn't cancel if your verse come out off key. Here's the space where you can cry and still be someone you wanna be. If I'm lonely but I'm trying to befriend this part of me. Drop some measure late and crooked in the slow fidelity. That's the tempo of a person who has never walked the slow. Who is learning it's okay to not know where the silence go. By the time the blunt is lessened in the town of quite a smear. I've been sitting with my static like it's hard to volunteer. Seen the loops of worse than thinking, seen a spiral try again. Watched it spin itself to dizzy, then fall flat without a friend. I ain't cured of every whirlwind, but I'm not afraid to stare. Not so eager to outdrive it, not so hungry for repair. I can let it talk its nonsense while I let these wheels just turn. I can keep my hands on steering without letting terror burn. When I murmur I can feel this and I let it take the wheel. Let it sit upon the baseline like a truth that's starting real. If my chest feels strangely steady, though my eyes still wet compressed, that's the medicine of driving with this neon in my chest. Neon silence in my chest, 420 in my lungs. One low voice on faded chords, turning panic into tongues. Blues guitar and soft caress, thoughts that acquiesce. If my words shake when I say I'll stay, the silence doing bless. I don't need the bass to thunder or my story to impress. Just a smoky violet cockpit and this neon in my chest. Head back down toward the exits where the volume rises next. But that low and hazy chorus live between each text and text. If they ask me how I learned it, quiet could be kinda test. I'll say 1 slow, 20 dry, with neon silence in my chest. With neon silence in my chest.
e a cidade lá embaixo. Noite roxa na BR, farol riscando o horizonte. Cada luz daquelas casas é um passado que eu não contei ontem. Serra corta o céu ao meio, nuvem parece grafite. Beat, lo-fi batendo baixo, o coração sai do limite. Passei o dia sendo forte, ser humano em modo suporte. Respondendo tá tudo certo, como se eu tivesse sorte. Mas agora sou banco de couro e essa fumaça na janela. Só minha voz meio arranhada, confessando que atropela. Moletom cobrindo o rosto, boné baixo, esconde o olhar. Tatuagem no volante, conta história sem falar. Cinza voa pelo teto, vira estrela e logo some. Cada pó é um tô de boa que escondi o verdadeiro nome. E aqui em cima dessa serra ninguém cobra personagem. GPS tá sem rota, coração sem entorragem. Deixa o peito perguntar sem medo do que vai sair. Mano, e você tá aguentando só fingindo que tá aí? Noite roxa na BR, 4 velhos no pulmão. Um maluco e seus segredos dirigindo em oração. Blues no samplo, dor mais leve, se a voz treme quando eu falo eu tô cansado. É porque é sério e não se escreve. Não preciso de plateia pra dizer o que eu quiser. Só essa estrada em câmera lenta e a cidade aos meus pés. E a cidade aos meus pés. Lembro de dormir sem sono, notificando a madrugada. Telefone sempre online, alma sempre sobrecarregada. Eu era o liga pra ele quando o mundo desabou. Só que ninguém viu meu desastre quando meu teto rachou. Hoje o chip tá no avião, comentário tá sem som. Quem disse que o escuta é um motor em tom de tom. Ouço o vento dizendo, chega você não é super-herói. Você sangra igual todo mundo, só aprendeu a esconder dói. Quando eu solto tô com medo, mano, de um dia não aguentar. Deixo a frase fora do tempo, deixo o beat se atrapalhar. Se eu rio meio sem graça logo em cima da verdade. É meu velho mecanismo tentando salvar a vaidade. Mas a serra não responde, só devolve em eco grave. E o painel não manda mime, só ilumina e não me julga. Nesse templo automotivo eu paro o dia, tua suave. Deixo a lágrima cair sem precisar fazer desculpa. Noite roxa na BR, 4 aero no pulmão. Um maluco e seus segredos dirigindo em oração. Blues no samplo, dor mais leve, se a voz treme quando eu falo eu tô cansado. É porque é sério e não se escreve. Não preciso de plateia pra dizer o que eu quiser. Só essa estrada em câmera lenta e a cidade aos meus pés. E a cidade aos meus pés. Talvez cura não seja milagre, seja admitir fraqueza. Se tratar com mais respeito do que trata a própria empresa. Talvez força não seja aguentar teu corpo desligar. Seja olhar pro retrovisor e decidir desacelerar. Então eu brindo com a fumaça, por favor não me abandona. Quando o mundo for cobrança, me lembrar que eu tenho dona. Que esse peito que eu distrato ainda é casa de alguém. Mesmo que esse alguém agora seja só você também. Quando o tanque fica na reserva, a lua sobe mais um pouco. Já rodei minha história inteira, verso a verso, louco a louco. Vi as vezes que eu morri pra não preocupar ninguém. Vi as vezes que eu sumi porque não coube lugar algum também. Eu não volto pro passado, mas negocio o meu amanhã. Cláusula 1, se eu tiver mal eu falo, não deixo pra depois de amanhã. Cláusula 2, se eu dizer não, não é falta de amor em ti. É só prova que eu me amo o suficiente pra não mentir. Noite roxa na BR, 4 zoando no pulmão. Um maluco e seus segredos dirigindo em oração. Blues no sample, dor mais leve, se a voz treme quando eu falo eu tô cansado. É porque é sério e não se escreve. Não preciso de plateia pra dizer o que eu quiser. Só essa estrada em câmera lenta e a cidade aos meus pés. E a cidade aos meus pés. Desço a serra devagar, deixo o caos me encontrar de novo. Mas levo comigo esse mantra escondido entre o escape e o estofado. Quando o mundo pesa nas costas desse povo, eu não largo mais meu próprio lado.
Yeah. Tonight is just me holding me. Yeah. Sky Skyline on my shoulders, whole town leaning on my seat. Yeah. Yeah. Skyline on my shoulders, whole town leaning on my seat. Every office light a story that's still running on repeat. Purple clouds across the windshield like the sky forgot to heal. Lo-fi kicks in slow formation keep my chest from spinning wheels. I've been carrying everybody like I signed up for their weight. Answer you alright, but I'm good before they finish what they state. Now it's only me and leather, just this Lambo, just this view. Just this gravel-coated monologue I never give to you. Hoodie wrapped around my neck, brimple loaded in my eyes. Tattoo scribble on the wheel, trace the circles of my lies. Ash drift out to crack the window, then dissolves in mountain air. Every flake of yeah, I got you that I gave when I was bare. And the first thing that I notice when I'm higher than their calls is my own voice in the cabin, tapping gentle on the walls, saying, bro, you feeling heavy, you been dragging for a while. I ain't used to hearing check-ins in my own internal.
Skyline on my shoulder, hold a 20 in my lungs. One low voice on mellow loops, laying down what's come undone. Blues guitar and muted coda, weight slip off in quota. If my words shake when I say I'm tired of Skyline heavy loader, I don't need the world to lighten or an answer from above. Just a smoky purple freeway with the skyline that I shove. I remember all the seasons I was first called when they broke. Put my feelings in the storage, took the shift when no one spoke. Held their secrets like they precious, signed for packages of grief. Never thought to write my name down on a list that need relief. Now the city lights beneath me look like every soul I caught. Every you don't know what that meant, that my brain just never bought. I've been doctor with no checkup, I've been fireman with no rest. I've been therapist with issues I don't bring up with the best. When I whisper I feel used, but I volunteered as well. Let it wobble off the hot air like a truth that's scared as hell. If I laugh a little choked up saying guess that one's on me, that's the guilt that always spin it till I'm who should bend the knee. But these mountains don't take favors, they don't care who owes me what. They just standing like they always did before I made the cut. And the dash don't rate my effort, it just glows a steady hue, saying none of this was measured. You are worthy cause you're you. Skyline on my shoulders, for 20 in my lungs. One low voice on mellow loops, laying down what's come undone. Blues guitar muted coda, weight slip off in quota. If my words shake when I say I'm tired of Skyline heavy loader, I don't need the world to lighten or an answer from above. Just a smoky purple freeway with the skyline that I shove. Maybe love is not a paycheck you collect by being strong. Maybe love is when you're fragile and they stay there all night long. Maybe no is not betrayal, maybe yes can be a theft. When you give it from an overdraft with nothing and you left. So I promise this small driver in the mirror on my right, I will not agree to save you if it kills me every night. I will stay but as your equal, not the hero on the stage. I will rest when I am empty, not with one more broken page. If I choose me when I'm drowning, lands I'll be behind the snare. That's my nervous system learning boundaries nobody taught there. If a tear drip on the leather, blur the emblem by my chin. That's the contract ink that says the shift won't run again. Yeah. By the time the blunt is amber in the tank, read almost slow. I've been driving through the favors that I never should've owed. Seen the nights I canceled sleeping just to talk them off a ledge. Seen the mornings I was shaking, pouring coffee at the edge. I ain't mad at every person that I caught before they fell, but I'm done with being safety net when math broke in as well. From tonight the only promise written purple on this hill is I'll check in with my heartbeat long before I sign a bill. When I murmur I am worthy of the help I try to give, let it slide across the baseline like a tide that choose to live. If my chest feel almost foreign when that phrase come out in air, that's just proof I'm learning language of a love that keep me Skyline on my shoulder, 20 in my lungs. One low voice on mellow loops, laying down what's come undone. Blues guitar muted coda, weight slip off in quota. And my words shake when I say I'll rest. The skyline heavy loader, I don't need the world to lighten or an answer from above. Just a smoky purple freeway with the skyline that I shove. Turn back down into the grid where everybody need a rock, but that low and gravel chorus keep on humming in my walk. If they ask me when I learned to set the city gently down, I'll say one slow 40 night. Lying on my shoulders now.
Yeah, just me.
guitar in a way that I never say. Purple hills, heavy thoughts, city glowing at my knees. Every house a little secret, somebody keeps on low degree. Sky look airbrushed on the windshield, mountains cut the world in stripes. Lo-fi drums in slow rotation, turn my chaos into vibes. All day long I play the solid, I'm the one you lean on, cool. Talk like nothing ever shakes me, act like pain obeys my rules. Now it's only leather seats, and it's blunt between my teeth. Just a gravel, sounding monologue I never let out underneath. Hoodie gather around my neck, cap brim hot and tired eyes. Tattoo letters on the wheel, trace the places my hope dies. Ash flowed out the crack the window, disappear in violet air. Every flaky, yeah, I'm fine, that I threw out like a prayer. And up here there's no performance, no you good, I got a fake. Just a hum of this transmission and the hearts I used to break. I can finally hear me breathing louder than the city's buzz. Ask myself the kind of questions I avoid about who I was. Purple hills, heavy thoughts, 420 in my chest. One low voice on dusty chords, putting frontman to the test. Blues guitar and quiet plots, truth connect the dots. If my words shake when I say I'm not okay, those purple hills, no lies. I don't need a single witness for this breakdown to make sense. Just a Smoky Mountain freeway and some heavy thoughts to vent. I remember being younger, thought that none was being brave. Thought that never let them see you was the code for how to save. Turned my trauma into punchlines, made my heart break into flex. Learned to change the subject quick when conversation turned to X. Now the rear view hold those versions like old movies on repeat. See a kid who needed hugging, got a lecture in the seat. See a teen who lit his first one, hoping pain would burn out too. Didn't know he'd still be driving through that smoke at 22. When I whisper I'm still angry that they never saw my hurt. Let it stumble off the snare like tires slipping in the dirt. If I follow with a chuckle, guess I'm tripping, let it ride. That's the leftover defense that hates when I switch off my pride. But these mountains don't get awkward, they just hold me in this lane. And the dashboard doesn't argue, it just glows and hears my pain. So I let the line sit ugly, let it echo off the dash. Let the silence be the therapist while the feelings finally crash. Purple hills, heavy thoughts, 420 in my chest. One low voice on dusty chords, putting frontman to the test. Blues guitar and quiet plots, truth connect the dots. If my words shake when I say I'm not okay, those purple hills, no lies. I don't need a single witness for this breakdown to make sense. Just a Smoky Mountain freeway and some heavy thoughts to vent. Maybe healing ain't a sunrise, it's a half tank after dark. Where you circle around your memories till you find the softest part. Where you talk about the nights you almost left without goodbye. Where you name the things you're scared of and don't rush to justify. So I tell the glass my secrets like it's sounding undisclosed. I still hate how much I'm needy, I still flinch when someone close. I'm afraid that if I slow down they'll replace me while I rest. I'm afraid I'll die successful but ignored by who I'm pressed. If I'm worth it, even empty lands off me behind the kick. That's my self-respect rebooting from a long and brutal glitch. If a tear hangs on my chin and drops like timing out of place, that's just life relearning rhythm in this purple color space. By the time the roach is tiny and the gauge reads nearly low, I done driven through the chapters I don't show in every show. Seen the scenes where I went missing so the crew could feel alright. Seen the nights I played the hero, then went home and lost the fight. I can't rewrite every moment, can't go back and pick me first, but I can decide from now on I won't leave me at my worst. When I'm humble, I'll protect you to the boy inside my eyes. Let it ride along the baseline like a promise it provides. If my chest feel weirdly lighter, though the road still full of bends, that's the weight I dropped up here with these purple smoky friends. Purple hills, heavy thoughts, 420 in my chest. One low voice on dusty chords, putting frontman to the test. Blues guitar and quiet plots, truth connect the dots. If my words shake when I say I'll choose me to those purple hills, no lies. I don't need a single witness for this breakdown to make sense. Just a Smoky Mountain freeway and some heavy thoughts to vent. Head back down toward the chaos where my roads line up again. But that low and hoarse confession right inside me like a friend. If they ask me when I stop treating my feelings like they're small, I'll say one slow 20 drive, where I finally said it all. Ooh.
Car seat therapy session, hold that glowing pink and blue. Every number on the cluster like a vital sign of truth. Cities spilling down the hillside like a chain of falling stars. Lo-fi drums and gentle patterns turn my chest into 8 bars. I've been dodging every question with the busiest, can't complain. Switching topics like a DJ anytime they say my name. Now it's just me in this cabin, just a joint between my lips. Just this gravel colored honesty I keep inside my ribs. Hoodie powder by the shifter, hands relaxed but barely calm. Tattoo script around my fingers, all the vows I never palm. Asphalt's easy in the tray like used up excuses burn. Every flake of conversation that I swore I'd never turn. And I realize I've been listening to everyone but me, like I'm background instrumental in my own biography. Up here in this moving office I can file my feelings first. Let the wheel be armchair leather, let these 16s be my nerves. Car seat therapy session, 420 in my lungs. One rough voice on lo-fi loops, turning trauma into tongues. Blues guitar and soft recession, truth and long progression. If my words shake when I say I'm hurt, that's car seat therapy session. I don't need a couch or clipboard, don't need perfect recollection. Just a smoky late night drive for this car seat confession. Call this car seat confession. I remember being younger, every tear failed test. So I stored them like old files in a hard drive in my chest. Used achievement as encryption, used to grind to hide the glitch. Built a life that looked successful, felt like sleeping in the ditch. Now the trophies on my IG just look small from up above. All the moments I went viral ain't as loud as lack of love. All the claps and fire emojis don't say how's your mental state. They just want a brand new single, they don't ask if I can wait. When I whisper I feel lonely even when the room is full. Let it trip behind the snare like I just yanked a safety pull. If I follow with the half joke I'm dramatic, it's okay. That's the ghost that don't be extra trying to drag my truth away. But the night don't roll its eyes, it just wraps me in this tin. And the steering doesn't flinch when I say stuff that feels like sin. So I leave the punchline out and let the silence catch the bar. Let the echo from the speakers tell me I ain't gone too far. Car seat therapy session, 420 in my lungs. One rough voice on lo-fi loops, turning trauma into tongues. Blues guitar and soft recession, truth and long aggression. If my words shake when I say I'm hurt, that's car seat therapy session. I don't need a couch or clipboard, don't need perfect recollection. Just a smoky late night drive for this car seat confession. For this car seat confession. Maybe healing isn't linear, maybe peace ain't photo clean. Maybe both look like a grown man crying where he can't be seen. With a playlist barely peeking, with a hat burned J in hand, with his own name on the schedule for once instead of the band. So I talk to my reflection in the side glass warped and dim. You deserve the same compassion that you keep on giving them. You deserve a day off, homie, you deserve to fall apart. You deserve to say I'm scared and not get fired from their heart. If I love you when you're fragile, hands I'll beat against the kick. That's the rhythm of a sentence my throat never learned to pick. If a tear runs down my jawline, dropping dark and on my teeth, that's unpaid emotion finally getting overtime from me. By the time the blunt is roaching, gas is flirting with the red. I've been driving through my memories like a playlist in my head. Skipped a couple, I ain't ready, let a couple run too long. Call myself saying I forgive you in the break between the song. I can't undo every season that I ghosted my own needs. Can't erase the years I treated help like something just for kids. But I can decide tomorrow I'll stay honest in my text. That my how you doing bro gon' include me in that context. When I murmur I'll ask for help before I crash again this time. Let it coast along the baseline like a promise hidden rhyme. If my chest feel less like pressure and more open, more like blessing, that's the work I put in driving at this car seat therapy session. Car seat therapy session, 420 in my lungs. One rough voice on lo-fi loops, turning trauma into tongues. Blues guitar and soft recession, truth and long progression. If my words shake when I say I'm hurt, that's car seat therapy session. I don't need a couch or clipboard, don't need perfect recollection. Just a smoky late night drive for this car seat confession. For this car seat confession. Turn the key back toward the city, let the cell tower catch my phone. But that low and hoarse repentance right inside me like my own. If they ask me how I started taking care of my depression, I'll say talk to me behind the wheel in a car seat therapy session. Car I see therapy session.